Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are fine. Okay, let's start. All of the following cause destroying the ecosystem except gentle rain. In marine food webs, space are considered the producer. Algae. Energy could be recycled back into the ecosystem by the, of course, decomposers. All of the following organisms can make their own food except rabbits. Space is an area in the ocean where the small pieces of coral are. Nursery. If the grass is removed from an ecosystem, space will die first. Of course, primary consumer. Coral reefs get harmed when water temperature rises. Healthy habitats contain food, water, shelter, so all the previous. All of the following examples represent human bad activities except floods. Okay, floods. Food chain describes of transferring space among living organisms in ecosystem. Energy. Which of the following from human activities which harm a marine ecosystem? Overfishing, leakage of oil into water, throw wastes in water, so all the previous answers. Which of the following represents the correct marine food chain? Algae, coral, parrotfish, shark. When a predator feeds on a prey, space is transferring between them. Of course, energy. Space live on the top of mountain cliffs and feed on small fish. Sea birds. Space is or are considered as a top predator. Tiger, rabbit, shark. Of course, tiger and shark. So A and C. How are solids unique from other form of matters? Solids have a definite shape and definite size. Okay, so letter D. Matter is made of particles. Matter is anything that has mass and takes up space or volume. Models give us step by step instructions about how to build something or it's in real life, or models make something look better than it does in real life, or models can help us see things that are too small or too big to observe. So letter D. Models can help us see things that are too small or too big to observe. According to hardness, feathers are soft. Ice is an example of solid state. Ice is an example of solid state of water. Space has a definite shape and a definite size and no definite shape. Okay, right? And instead of volume, write mass. Okay, so space has a definite size or volume and no definite mass. Write the word mass instead of volume. Okay, so water. Okay, we can measure temperature by using thermometer. All of the following examples represent solid state except oil. Yeah, we can measure the mass using scales. During the eruption of volcano, lava come out. Which matter has a definite shape and definite mass? Of course, ice, solid state. All of the following from predators, I'm sorry, all of the following from properties of particles except they are identical. From the uses of models, they help us see and understand how things work. They are a great way to see many things at the right size. They show us what we couldn't see. So, all the previous. Okay, when you blow a balloon, Gas particles exert a force that creates its round shape. Gas particles bounce against the inside of the balloon. Gas particles exert a force that inflates the balloon. So all the previous. Okay, true or false? Food web is made of two food chains or more. Okay, true. Right, true. Give me a minute. Okay, right, true. True. Food web is made of two food chains or more. True. So number one in true false, true. Okay, if organisms disappear in the ecosystem, this may lead to the destroying the ecosystem. True. Top predators are consumers that exist at the top of food chains. True. Using wooden forks and closed grocery bags increase the plastic pollution. False. Seabirds feed on small fish to get energy. Yeah, true. Using plastic bags is better than using cloth bags. False. Okay. Gentle rain causes floods and damages the desert ecosystem. False. Microorganisms are producers in marine food chains. True. The human activities on land have no effect on the marine ecosystem. False. Algae is example of producer in desert ecosystem. False. If coral reefs are destroyed, many marine food chains will be destroyed. Yeah, true. Number 12, energy is transferred from prey to predator in any ecosystem. Yeah, true. If producers disappear, consumer may die. Yeah, true. Number 14, recovering shelter and bringing back food resources help animals to survive. Yeah, true. Coral reefs are considered as living organisms. Yes, true. Plastic pollution harm marine environments. Yes, true. Restoration processes always take little time. False. Corals and sea urchin are examples of top predators in marine ecosystem. False. Number 19. When water temperature decreases, coral bleaching happens. False. Number 20. The particles of ice move more freely than in water. False. A solid keeps its shape when it's moved from one place to another. True. Number 22. When you blow a balloon, gas particles exert a force that inflates the balloon. Yes, true. Okay. Water vapor is a solid state of water. False. Matter exists everywhere around us in nature. Yes, true. All states of matter have the same properties. False. 26. In gas state, the particles can keep their shape. False. A liquid has a definite shape and volume. False. Some matter is very small that we can't see as germs. Yes, true. Models help us see germs without a microscope. Yes, true. 31. Particles of gas baked tightly with the others. No, false. Okay. 32. Milk takes the shape of the container that is poured in. Yes, true. 33. All matter made up of large moving particles. No, false. Water has no definite shape and size. False. Matter exists in 4 states. False. Models are a great way to see many things at the right size. Yes, true. Solar system models tells us about planets, which is the biggest and which one is the closest to the Earth. Yes, true. To show the particles of a gas, we stick the buttons with a very long distance between them. Yes, true. We can use or we can see particles inside matter with the naked eye. False. 41. To measure length, we use scales. No. False. Some particles are so small that normal microscope can't detect them. Yes, true. Models can be used to describe very small objects only. False. 44. Ice melts to water by heating. Yes, true. The motion of particles in liquids is slower than that in solids. False. Okay, and now give reason. Soil fertility depends on decomposers because worms and millipedes eat dead matter and produce waste which is rich in nutrients that increase the soil fertility from plant or for plant growth. Decomposers have great importance because they recycle nutrients back into the ecosystem through the process of decomposition of dead organisms. Number 3, gentle rains cause a healthy ecosystem because rainwater will feed the plants or producers, which will feed the organisms. Heavy rains cause an unhealthy ecosystem because the water of heavy rain will cause flooding, which will destroy the ecosystem. Plastics are so harmful for marine ecosystem because it's sharp and toxic. Number 6, fire forests has negative effects on living organisms because many animals lose their shelter due to it. Microplastics have a bad effect on corals because when coral filter the seawater to get their food, they ingest these microplastics that are as small as the pieces of food that corals get from water, so corals get harmed. Number 8, the nursery plays an important role in the recovery of coral reef because nursery is an area in the sea or ocean where scientists take care of some small pieces of corals until they grow up and can be moved back to the reefs where they were dying. Coral reefs are important for marine organisms and humans because coral reefs are important habitats for living organisms as coral reefs provide food and shelter for large numbers of fish and other marine organisms. They are important for tourism, where people travel to coral reefs for fishing or diving. This helps increase the visitors and the income of local hotels, restaurants, and other business. Gas can escape into space because particles of gas have a lot of spaces, have a lot of energy, they move more freely, so they completely fill their containers and takes their shapes. Give reason. Number 11. Steam is a gas state because particles of steam have a lot of spaces, have a lot of energy, they move more freely, and it has no definite shape and no definite volume. Number 12, air is matter because it has mass and volume. Book has definite shape and definite volume because its particles are very close to each other or packed tightly. They have less energy, they move only a little bit, and its shape doesn't change unless something is happening to change them. Number 14, wood is solid matter because its particles are very close to each other or packed tightly. They have less energy, they move only a little bit. Number 15, milk is considered as a liquid because its particles have more spaces, they have more energy, they can move more freely, and it has definite volume and no definite shape. Chef put vegetables in a freezer or a refrigerator to use for longer periods of time. Okay. Seabirds, microorganisms, small fish, rearrange to form a correct food chain. Number 1, microorganisms. then small fish, then seabirds. Microorganisms, then small fish, then seabirds. Which of these organisms considered as a producer? Of course, microorganisms, because it can make their own food, its own food. Cross out the odd word. Oil, milk, water, wood. Of course, wood, because it's a solid state. Plastic, vinegar, lime, aluminum. Of course, vinegar, because it's a liquid state. Coral, carbon dioxide, oxygen, air. Of course, coral, because um, uh, of I'm sorry, cool, carbon dioxide, oxygen, air. Of course, cool, because it's a solid state. Okay, okay. Look at this picture. Okay, look at this picture and answer. Label 1 refers to a matter in liquid state? No. Number 2, label 2 refers to a matter in solid state? Yes, true. Label 3 refers to a matter that is shaped and volume doesn't change? Of course, no. False. Number 4, particles of matter, no, of matter 1 move slower than particles of matter 3? No, false. Okay, and now the last question. Look at picture number 1 and look at picture number 2. Number 1 is liquid. Letter A is liquid state, and letter B is solid state. Okay, so letter A is a liquid state and letter B is a solid state. Particles of letter A, or particles of liquids, they have more spaces, they have more energy, they can move more freely. But particles of solid state or particles of letter B, they are very close to each other or packed tightly. They have less energy, they move only a little bit. Okay, shape and volume. In letter A, they don't have definite shape, but they have definite volume. And they take the shape of their containers. Okay, but shape and volume in solid state or in letter B, they have definite shape and volume. Their shape doesn't change unless something is happening to change them. Okay, okay, thank you so much, and don't forget to write number 2, write number 1 in true false, write true, okay, write true in true false number 1 instead of false. Okay, so food web is made up of two food chains or more. True. Okay, okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.